This is an R Media podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Luxaflex, transforming homes with beautiful, functional window coverings designed to change your life and lifestyle. Today's podcast episode has been styled by Oz Design, a company with over 45 years' experience in showcasing style.
That's part of the magic of Christmas. It's the season. It's not so much just the day, and I think that's what overwhelms a lot of people. All of the husbands who forgot. I didn't buy my wife anything, and they roll in at like 2:30 going, I don't know what to buy her. I've got no idea.
Husbands.
So we're running. It's just trying to make home feel like home, the best it can be. So if anybody, spends time or just a little bit of effort to make their home more home, I think that's amazing, right?
I think so too.
I love a glass of sherry on Christmas Day, so we always have a glass of sherry.
I absolutely love that. What better way to start the day?
It's so fun. Lots of flowers, lots of food, lots of fun.
And do you decorate
relaxed.
Every room in the house?
No.
So yeah,
I'm not going to lie to you. No, I don't.
Welcome to the Edit Christmas special, where your style meets your sanctuary. Today we invite you to slow down, pour a cup of something warming or sparkling, and take a breath, and join us in a cozy chair. It's Christmas, and we wanted to get you something nice. So our special treat of a guest is beloved designer and Christmas storyteller, Tara Dennis. Today, we'll unwrap the beauty behind holiday decorating. Not just how it looks, but more importantly, how it will make you feel. For me, it's all about the magic of Christmas Eve. I love the twinkling lights and the spice biscuits and champagne that my husband and I celebrate with. I'm Dutch and my husband's Scottish, so we love that European feel. Tara and I have lots of lovely stories and ways that you can bring the Christmas feels into your home. Enjoy.
Your home.
Welcome to The Edit, a brand new podcast from Home Beautiful. Tara Dennis, welcome to The Edit. This is our Christmas special, and I can't think of a better person to have for Christmas.
It's
Thank
so
you.
beautiful in here.
I wish I could take the credit for decorating, but it's the team.
It looks very cozy and very festive. And I love that you're on trend. You've got brown. That is a trend colour this year. Brown and plum. So you guys are
Good
up
to
with
know.
it.
I mean, we are in the business of trends, so that's...
It is. We've been selling a lot of this chocolate brown ribbon this year and these plum candles. And see this plummy brown colour? This tablecloth, this is the colour palette that everybody's been going mad over this year. So you're all up with it.
Oh, that is fantastic, because I'm glad you brought that up, because so many people will know you from TV, but you also have the most spectacular interior store, Pepper White's.
Yes.
How long have you had that?
We have had a store now for 10 years.
Yeah.
So we've been in Balmain for 7 years. So we had two. Now we've just got one, thank goodness, because life's so busy.
Oh, I bet.
But I love it. It's amazing because it's, I don't do TV anymore. I left about 3 years ago, I think it is now. It feels too long to even, it's like a lifetime ago. Yeah. But, it's my creative space. So I feel like I can really keep that going. When I left TV, I wasn't making things. I wasn't doing all of that up the ladder and all that kind of thing that I used to do.
Yeah.
So now with the store, it's kind of evolving, and I think I've really set myself such a huge task. I've been decorating that store for almost 2 months. I've had 2 days off.
You're kidding.
I can't.
This is for Christmas.
Yeah. More is more is more. I can't stop. People go, like, when are you going to stop decorating the store? I'm like, adding baubles and adding another wreath, and how many garlands can you have? It's so exciting.
Maybe you'll stop on the 24th?
I think so. I think I should, right?
Do you have to keep decorating because people buy the stuff and then you have to fill the spaces?
Yes, they go, I'll have that, thank you. Like, I've got these huge gold bells that are hanging at the moment.
Yeah.
And even yesterday, I'm like chopping them down, going, what's going to go here? What's going to go in their place?
That's quite exciting.
It's like an ever-evolving Christmas theme. Like at home, you set it up and it's done. But in the store, nothing stays the same, which is kind of good because I can keep bringing new ideas. But it does come at the cost of my house because I haven't even put up my tree
I was
yet.
just going to ask, so you say when you decorate at home and then you're you're done. Are you done? But no,
I haven't even started. I have not even started yet. So that's going to be a few late nights, I think. But, we try and keep it a bit simple at home.
Yeah. What's your colour palette?
Again, this year I'm going to do this one. I love this, which is unusual for me because I'm not normally known as a red girl in decorating. I tend to be more on the cooler sort of blues and greens and that sort of soft palette.
Yeah.
But this plummy red and these brown colours, that's really got me this year. So, yeah, it's quite exciting. This is a big step away from the normal Tara kind of look, but I'm loving it.
So tell me, I want to know all about your home at Christmas. So I know you haven't decorated yet, but if you take us back to last year, what would it be like? Take us on a tour of Tara Dennis's Christmas home.
So I always have a wreath on the door, always. Yeah. In fact, I'm one of those girls who likes to have a wreath on the door all year round, but we don't do that a lot in Australia.
No, exactly.
I love it. I love a warm welcome.
Yeah.
So I love everyone to know, here you are, come in, kick your shoes off. It's a very casual house because we always have Christmas at the river. So you guys have actually shown my house at the river.
We have.
Quite a long time ago, and the garden's grown a lot since then. So you'll have to come back. You will have to come back. So we always, I try and keep it casual, but I still want everybody to know that it's really Christmas. So I have garlands down the staircase. Yep. I'm lucky enough to have a mantelpiece, which is great. Oh, so I always decorate the mantle.
Prime decorating position.
It is great, and it's one of those really rustic mantles. So it's a big old railway sleeper. So it's kind of nice because it's all higgledy-piggledy. There's no smooth surface on there. So I balance candles precariously and baubles and whatever my theme is. So I change the theme every year.
Oh, I love that.
Which is fun. I always have hydrangeas at Christmas time, fresh hydrangeas.
Oh, what is life without hydrangeas?
I know.
I think they're the emblem of Home Beautiful.
Yeah, and it is such a nice time of year to display them. So you can, everything in abundance. Yeah. So we have a big kitchen island bench and it's always overflowing at Christmas with food. My husband tends to go shopping and then shopping and shopping. He loves all of the bits.
What do you make and prepare and serve?
We do. On Christmas Day, we have the ham, we have the baked ham, we have the cold ham. This year, again, he's going to do a turducken. My son-in-law is going to do a porchetta, I think.
For any listeners who don't know what a turducken is,
I think it's 3 birds. I think it's the turkey with the duck and a chicken. It's a few birds in the birds.
It's a multi-meat.
Because we've only got one oven, so I can't have it all going on. Because our son does a porchetta, our son-in-law, should I say, my daughter's husband, he loves to bake as well. So he'll be doing that side of it. But I said to him, please do it ahead of time because the oven's only so big.
Exactly.
So we do roast potatoes, we do all the trimmings. My husband's brother brings across all of the prawns. I'm actually feeling full just thinking about it. It's fantastic for leftovers, but Christmas Day is just abundance. So we have overflowing plates of mangoes and fruit, all those lovely fruits, cherries, that kind of thing. So lots of flowers, lots of food, lots of fun and
do you decorate
relaxed.
Every room in the house?
No.
So
I'm not going to lie to you. No, I don't.
How far do you take Christmas?
I like to have a few candles around the house. I love a few fairy lights. I'll have fairy lights in the bathroom over the mirror. I like to have touches here and there.
What candles do you burn?
Well, we like fragrant candles. So Trudon. We have Trudon.
Yes,
Trudon do a beautiful Christmas collection. So they have like a lovely one this year called Nazareth, which I always love.
That's my favourite Christmas candle.
So that has that sort of spicy. Yes. It's very evocative. It just takes you to Christmas straight away. But throughout the rest of the sort of season, I'll intermix that with Gabrielle, which I love because it's that woody, smoky kind of fragrance. And then Madeleine is my favourite as well. So that's kind of got that floral, tobacco-y, leathery. I'll have a few candles going in each room depending on, the sort of vibe that I want to create.
Just gorgeous. I think Madeleine you can take through to winter as well, can't you?
I love it. It's so nice. And I have a room spray Madeleine as well. So I use the room spray when I'm not burning the candles. So if we're out all day and it's just a quick spritz and it just, again, it's that welcome. When everyone comes in, you want them to just feel like they're at home and it's relaxed. It's kind of hard to have a cozy Christmas in Australia because it's usually so hot. So
that's so true. I mean, we're sitting here today celebrating Christmas. It's 35 degrees outside.
And you see on Instagram, you go, oh, wouldn't it be nice if it was snowing? And then we play the holiday and watch Kate Winslet in her little snowy cottage, down in the English countryside. And
some people might disagree with this, but I have a friend whose family they close all the curtains, they crank the air conditioning
That's
and
hilarious.
light the fires.
Do they really?
They really do.
That is
because
taking
they
it to another level, isn't
I
it?
love that Christmas Eve atmosphere.
Yeah.
What do you do on Christmas Eve?
We generally, because we've just come from the store and we close the store, we say at 2:00, but generally we're still there at 3:30 with all of the husbands who forgot. I didn't buy my wife anything, and they roll in at like 2:30 going, I don't know what to buy her. I've got no idea. So we're running around the store. Would she like this? What does she like? Is she a cook? Does she love to, pamper herself? Would she like a candle? So we're trying to, do all of this while we're trying to wind things up and get out of there.
Oh my gosh.
So generally we start at 2 and then we it's probably more like 4 that we're actually shutting the doors. Final gift wrapping to make him look good, ribbons and bows and all that sort of thing.
And this happens every year?
Every year, without fail.
So do you have
see
the
them
stock
coming.
of husband gifts?
We actually should do that this year. You're so right. But you can just see the blank look on their faces like, all the shops are shutting. Are you still open? Or when we actually shut the door, finally, they press their noses against the glass. And if you feel sorry for them, you'll let them in.
You're a good woman.
So Christmas Eve tends to be quite relaxed. You'll just kind of get home. We normally do seafood, a glass of wine,
it
celebratory
helps.
Bubbles on the way in the door.
Exactly.
And just taking a breather, I think. So for me, the best day over the whole season is actually Boxing Day because Christmas Eve is exhausting for that reason because we're trying to make everybody's Christmases as perfect as we can.
Exactly.
And then Christmas Day, obviously, you've got all of that food to cook, all the trimmings.
That's it.
No matter how many people come, I don't care. It's still exhausting. You've got to get up and you're like, okay, when do we do the gifts? The potatoes have got to go on. What are we going to do?
I know.
It's coordination.
Yeah.
So Boxing Day, when the Sydney to Hobart's on, I just go,
And so I imagine
Enjoy
at the
it.
River House, what is the sound of your home at Christmas?
Lots of birds. Lots of
Boxing
birds.
Day,
Yeah.
calm.
It's calm. And you can actually hear the boats on the water. So it's usually my son's boat. He's got a little tinny boat that he flies around. It's quiet. Hopefully you don't hear the sound of lawn mowers. You do generally hear those a few days after, people who just, they don't care.
May as well. Christmas is done.
It's real sort of suburban, just kookaburras and magpies and trees. And it's really quiet up there and I just love it. It's so cut off from the rest of the world because it's in the bush. Yeah. So I'm very lucky that we're not far from Sydney, just in the north. And you drive up there and you can actually feel your cares kind of just dissipate behind you as you get up there. And
So that's the calm for you. Because
Yes.
we talk about the chaos and the calm of Christmas. Do you have any little rituals or routines or moments where you can insert the calm or you just go?
Go. Yeah. On the lead up to Christmas. And I think that's that. It's in me, you see. I don't want to let anyone down. I don't want anyone's Christmases to be not as perfect as I can help them make them, So it's about, that's I guess why in the store I'm like, it's all about the ideas. And if you do this or if you hang that garland or you can add, this ribbon to that candle and people are just like, I'd never thought of that. And I think that's my magic. I always talk to my son about what's his magic. And I think my magic is trying to make home feel like home, the best it can be.
Yeah.
We have husbands come in and go, not another cushion. If she buys another cushion and I say, look here, I say, she's making it home for you. And, it's the best place that you can be. So if anybody, spends time or just a little bit of effort to make their home more home, I think that's amazing, right?
I think so too.
It should be the most sacred place in the whole wide world. So it is a gift to be able to help people on a personal level now in the retail space. On TV it was in front of this glass screen and I couldn't come and help you, but I can in the store. They can come in and they can see me and they pick my brains. They really do. But it's all part of it. It's so lovely. So it's been an evolution. I never thought I would end up in retail for sure.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's an extension of what I did on TV. I'm still helping people to make their homes beautiful.
Absolutely. Keeping it calm and simple are some excellent ideas on not getting overwhelmed to make the perfect day. Coming up, Tara gives us a sneaky peek about the happy chaos and insight into her real-life home. When it comes to creating a home that feels calm, beautiful, and uniquely yours, light plays a key role. Luxaflex offers a range of custom window coverings that don't just elevate your interiors. They help you control a space with light. From soft sheers that diffuse sunlight to smart blinds that move at the touch of a button. Every Luxaflex product is made with quality craftsmanship and thoughtful design. Discover how Luxaflex can transform the way you live and enjoy your home every day. Visit luxaflex.com.au to explore the full collection or visit your local showroom today. So Tara, how do you help people with their own decorating, their Christmas decorating, taking the pressure off? Because you say they want to come in and create this perfect home, and that can be quite overwhelming.
There is a lot of pressure, and I think also, particularly this year, a lot of the pressure comes down to, financial constraints. It's not easy, right? So I think it comes down to trying to really distill it down. What does Christmas mean for you? Yeah. Is it the food? Is it your guests? Is it the feel? Is it the gifts? Yeah. So it's kind of breaking it down. So it can be overwhelming if you think I've got to have the most perfect food and the perfect table and everyone's got to be happy, and you're always going to have, Uncle Fred sitting there, and he's going to be the one that creates the dinner table conversation that no one wants to hear. So it's just
There's always one.
There's always one. It's just trying to break it down and then just simplify. So for me, what I say to people is, okay, what's your budget? And if they say, look, I haven't got a lot of money to spend, I can't do wreaths and garlands this year, I'm just going to put up with what I had last year. Okay, great. Let's get some ribbon. Let's dolly up what you had last year and make it better. Do you have some decorations from your tree left over from last year? Maybe you can add those to a new wreath and make it more personal and yours. It's the little touches. So it's remembering the detail, and don't get overwhelmed about the whole big picture thing. It's never going to be perfect. But, once the adults have all had a glass of champagne on Christmas Day, they don't care. They're there. It's making a warm welcome. So I tend to sort of say to people, on the day, make sure you're prepared, obviously. Make sure you've at least got your food in and you know what it's about. But don't feel overwhelmed by having to get everything perfect. Yeah. Just make sure your house is clean. Make sure that you've spruced it up.
Point.
A little bit of nice hand soap at the sink, and, clean your loo. Make sure the floors are vacuumed. It doesn't have to be perfect. No. Make sure it's clean. Again, welcoming. Mm-hmm. If you can put something at the door, like a wreath or something, to say, come in, it's Christmas, welcome. If you can be bothered to do a tree, but if you can't, a stick with a few baubles is okay. It's okay. And I think that's the thing to remember. It's okay to not have to feel like you're super people, man or woman, to try and make it the most perfect it can be. I love a good tablecloth. I think this one here is the most popular one that we've sold this year, the Rosetta. I've got this really rubbishy old table outside that sits in the weather and it looks terrible. The minute you throw a tablecloth on, it's an event. Do you know what I mean? You're like, true. I've done it. I'm there. Add a couple of candles and
instantly elevated.
Instantly elevated.
Yeah.
And then by the time you've got everyone's plates and the food and there's glasses put down, it's Christmas. So it's just thinking about a few details that will bring it together. So for a table, a good cloth and a couple of candles can go a very long way.
Absolutely.
A little tree or a stick with a few baubles, if you can be bothered, is nice. Make sure the house is tidy and clean. Clean up those shoes by the door. Exactly, no one wants to be tripping over your kids' sports shoes on the way in.
I just think it's good manners. Yeah. I think before people come over, the least you could do is clean the toilet. Yeah. Yep. Have a vacuum. Yep. And maybe wipe down the surfaces.
Totally. It's just those little things. And I think when you are living in it, I always used to say, when I did my TV show, that you don't see the basket of washing in the corner because you live there. It was easy for me to come into your room and go, oh, I know what we could do, this, and this, because I can see it all, because I'm not living it. I'm looking at it with fresh eyes. Yeah. So what I generally say to people about a week before Christmas, look at your home with fresh eyes. How does it look? Could you put the washing basket maybe away in the spare room? Could you clean up the kids' shoes at the door? Get a basket, put the shoes in there. Yeah. Could you just tidy a little, dust the shelves? A few little jobs ahead of time really does make a big difference. But, anything else is icing on the cake, as I say. For a table, if you're going to have people sitting around it, go to some trouble. Put a tablecloth on it. That's it. That's all you need to do. The rest is...
I agree. Tara has a great idea about how to save time and theme your Christmas really easily. And more magical moments. A half-baked pavlova. And that's not a metaphor. See you in a bit. Oz Design is all about making your home look good and feel even better. This season's collection brings together natural textures, warm timbers, and clean modern lines. The kind of timeless style that fits any space. Each piece is made to last and easy to mix and match, whether you're giving one room a refresh or styling your whole home. It's thoughtful design that feels relaxed but still refined. Check out the collection online or head in store today. So you mentioned that people come in feeling pressured to create a perfect Christmas or a perfect home. Do you ever feel that pressure?
My family are very kind. Look, I always try to go to a little bit of trouble, but it could just be as simple as I could get some little, like gift cards and just write their name on it with a ribbon at their place. So it makes them feel special and welcome. But no, I never feel overwhelmed. And I think people sort of don't tend to judge my house when they come. Some people go, oh, your house must be amazing. If only they could see what it looks like at the moment. You know, I'm in total disarray.
Tell us, give us a little sneak peek. What does it look like at the moment?
My son finished school, so he's on school holidays, and he's like me. He's the creative genius in the family, but he's definitely got the creative gene. Yeah, loves engineering. So he thinks that high class is having an engine mount coffee table. And I keep telling him he'll never get a wife if he goes on that path. But he does things in small. So he's got a 3D printer. So on my kitchen table, I might have a paper mache boat, a 3D printed engine, a pile of nuts and bolts that I have no idea what they are, his computer, his iPad. He just thinks that my lovely kitchen island bench is like a shrine to all of his little creations. Yeah. And I'm forever putting them away. And then he has a go at me and he says, where did you put those nuts and bolts? And I go, well, I don't know what they are. I put them in the drawer. Well, I can't find them. So this is how my kitchen bench looks. And that's real life,
isn't it?
So yeah, a few days before Christmas, all off.
In a
open
basket.
The drawer, in a basket. Goodbye. Put it in your room, Harry. So we've got stairs, and every single stair on the way up has got like a boat or another bit of an engine or another bit of something or a helicopter, something. That's my son. So he's kind of like, he keeps it real in the house. Probably if Harry wasn't there, I would have my hydrangeas in full bloom and my bowl of fruit, which tends to get in there anyway. Yeah. So it's jammed. You can hardly move. But, it's happy chaos. And I constantly remind myself that it won't be like that forever. So I have to enjoy the time, you know.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, with limitations. Harry, put your stuff away. So that's probably my biggest challenge for Christmas. I've got a half-baked pavlova because I'm halfway through doing a photo shoot for something else that I'm doing. So I left that today, so I'm going home this afternoon to ice that.
And is that with the oven slightly ajar so it can cool?
Yes,
that's
so
the
I've
trick,
got the
isn't
two
it?
layers, and I'm actually thinking it's a bit low, so I might do a third layer. And I've got one of those... when I do this, I don't know. It's very late at night. I've got one of those dehydrators I got last year because I wanted to do the crystallized, the orange things
I love
for my
those.
wreaths. So I bought a Sunbeam dehydrator last year. And, of course, everybody over Christmas got dried mango, dried pineapple, jerky. I did beef jerky. So this year I've got it out again and I'm doing pineapple flowers for my pavlova.
Oh,
so
beautiful.
Last night I did a whole bunch of pineapple flowers.
Yes.
But I think I need another stack. So I'm going to do this afternoon, I'll do another layer in between Harry's boats and bits and pieces on the table. I'll just move it to one side. So it's chaos, but fun.
Talk to me a bit more about decorating with intention. So around Christmas, how do you decorate to, we spoke about it a bit, make people feel the magic?
I think have a concise theme in your mind.
Yeah.
I think a theme is always good. And I think that applies just generally with decorating. Yeah. I think it can get chaotic too quickly if you don't have a theme in mind. So like you were saying, your friends, they obviously had a wintry theme. Yeah. You could go for a summer theme in Australia and just have like seashells down the table, or you could have, an Aussie bush theme where it's all gum trees and lovely Banksias and beautiful, a nod to our Australian Christmases. So I think a theme is definitely something that helps to cut the chaos and it keeps you focused. And I think focus is a big thing, particularly when you're tired. It's the end of the year. It's been busy. Definitely. So I think shopping lists are always good, dare I say it. I'm a bit of a pen and paper kind of gal. Yeah. Some people say, do notes on your phone. I can't do that.
It's not for everyone.
I've always got in my handbag, I've always got a pen and paper and lots of notes. So shopping lists are great. So you can obviously go again to the supermarket with intention or order your groceries online, and just little things like that to save time. Like, do you actually actually really need to go to Dan Murphy's or the supermarket? Could you do it online?
Yeah.
Could you just help yourself a little bit by, getting that delivered, which will allow you to spend more time maybe decorating your tree or having a little nice event like gingerbread icing with your kids or something.
Oh, I love
just
doing
bringing
that.
those little magical moments.
Yeah.
It's my mum used to always do craft stuff with me before Christmas, and I thought the other day, I've got a grandson now. He's 8 months old, and I thought I've really got to start doing craft with him because my son does his own craft clearly with his 3D printer and everything. So I did used to do it when he was young, just gluing things, just having those simple crafts. That's part of the magic of Christmas. It's the season. It's not so much just the day, and I think that's what overwhelms a lot of people. They think, I've got to just make it perfect on the day. It's not the day, it's the season. It's having a little advent calendar and opening the window and having the little chocolate out of each window, and it's all the days that lead up to Christmas, and it's the times that you share together. That's the magic for me. It's the whole thing. Even shopping for your tree.
Let's go back to the magic of Christmas, because we talk about, I don't know if it's a meme or a saying, but a magical childhood Christmas doesn't just happen. It's the mums that make the magic.
And the dads these days too.
Well, exactly.
I think so.
And
I think,
dads.
My husband is far more into Christmas than I am. He loves it. All the details. Probably if it were down to me, now this is going to sound really miserable. If I were on my own, I probably wouldn't even put up a tree because I've done so many tree decoratings in my life and all of that. Yep. I could probably just sit there with a good glass of wine and a book, which sounds terrible, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
But yeah, I love that he loves it, and my son now loves Christmas as a result of that. And it's just the silly little things. It's the tradition things. And, the magic of Christmas as a child is, it's just that excitement. You remember 4 a.m. Can I get up? No, you can't get up yet. Just to, just to be part of the whole,
Definitely.
And just having a calm family day, I think, for me, my household wasn't always the calmest as a child, so I kind of have those little memories. So I really go over and above to make sure it's a quiet house at Christmas time. There's, I know.
What's it like? What are some of the traditions? If I were at your house at Christmas, what would that be like?
It would be calm. It would definitely be calm, full of happiness. There's never any rowing, never any arguing. Our family are generally really just happy to be together.
Do you do presents?
We do presents. It's not always about the presents. You know how some houses, they just get up and they can't wait to rip everything off. Yeah. We've usually got presents, but it kind of staggers throughout the day. So for us, the first thing we do when we get up, generally for me, is I love a glass of sherry on Christmas Day. So we always have a glass of sherry.
I absolutely love that. What better way to start the day?
It's so fun. So we might even do champagne. So we'll do sherry and champagne.
Yeah.
I can visualize it now. My husband's usually like getting the ham all studded and ready to go into the oven, and there's potatoes happening. So it's all about the food, I think, first thing. Everybody just calmly enjoying the morning,
And who's there typically?
So, my son definitely will be there. My husband will be there. I think there's only about 8 of us this year. We just make the most of, a smaller group and enjoy the time. We might go out in the boat later in the day, because we live on the river.
That sounds absolutely perfect.
Yeah, we don't fish, but we just go out in the boat and just sit. My son will be definitely in his tinny that he's been renovating this year, so he'll be zipping around in that. It's just calm, and I think that's the nice thing about our Christmases. There's no... Everybody has to eat at 2:00. It's not like that. It's like whenever the food's ready, it's ready.
Yeah.
We don't sort of set a main agenda on the day. We just kind of take it as it comes. There'll always be a puzzle on the table. So we always do a traditional Christmas puzzle.
I love that you've said that, because this year I bought a family puzzle for us all to do together on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. So 500 pieces would be my tip maximum, because we did 1,000 last year and it became actually stressful. I was like,
I have to finish it before
Boxing Day. Scoop it up and put it away. But I did get one of those stackers. We got them in the shop this year. These puzzle stackers where you can get all the pieces and stack it up, and it helps.
Know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get little trays that stack. So 500 pieces in a puzzle stacker, I think, should be good for us. But it's usually spread out in a corner near the window seat, and anyone who wants to sit there and just put a piece, stacks of books that we've never read throughout the year. I've got an amazing amount of books that I've collected over the year and never had time
of year to read.
So
I think that's such a lovely tip, and to share with people. It's not just about Christmas, But think of the time off that
Yeah,
happens with Christmas.
that's it.
And what will you do? How will you unwind and treat yourself?
Totally. And it's time together. And that's what
Yeah.
Christmas is about. It's time spent together. So things that you can do at home together as a family.
Yeah.
You know, my son will go off on his tinny and I'll probably go and paint my oils in my little studio.
Yeah.
But then we all come back together and we have leftovers. And,
I
you know,
love
and I think that's the
leftovers.
thing. It's just remembering it's not just all about the whole, it's got to be perfect. It's just spend time together and enjoy the moments. And, you know, we've got a little outdoor table, as I said, that I just chuck a cloth on, and I've got an umbrella, and we just sit out there and have breakfast, and I'll drag my books out there and we just chat and catch up. And, you know, isn't that great to just really hear those genuine moments?
Sometimes that's just what you need. It's tonic for the soul.
Totally.
Tell me about some of your favourite Christmas memories.
I was born in London, so we came here first when I was a baby, but my parents couldn't settle, so we went back and forth. We were called ping pong poms. Yeah, we went back and forth until I was about 7. So
Wow.
some of my formative memories are Christmas in London. And just what was at the end of my bed, because, you know, I'm sort of not young, I'm not old, but in those days, if you had a stocking at the end of your bed, we used to get tins of nuts and an orange in the stocking at the end of the bed. It wasn't really about big presents and everything. It was just about little things.
Yeah.
So waking up with my brothers, and we all had an orange in our Christmas stocking and this little tin of nuts that had little mice around it. That's a really strong memory. It was so exciting to wake up and find something at the bottom of your bed.
Beautiful.
All my friends had a Baby Alive doll. And my mum, she made me this
Oh, I
doll with
remember
do you remember the little outfit?
Yes.
And she took the box and turned it into the wardrobe, and she covered it with paper and put the little rod in there. And I had the best time with this Baby Alive doll ever because she'd made little blankets and things like that. So it's clearly where I get my
I was just
making
going to say,
from.
is that what sparked your interest in...
Probably. You know, my
That's
parents
just who you
we
are.
didn't have a lot of money growing up. We just didn't. We just
Yeah.
didn't have money. And, you know, everything that we did ourselves. So Mum would make a lot of our clothes.
Yeah.
I used to have these trousers that used to zip up at the back, and it used to drive me crazy. I'm like, why can't I just have normal trousers, Mum, that zip up at the front with a waistband?
Yeah.
But no, she'd make me... And they were stylish. Brown corduroy.
Yeah.
I've only just gotten over the whole brown corduroy
And
thing
it's
now,
back.
and it's back. It's back. I had the trousers. So she used to make our clothes, make a lot of our gifts.
Yeah.
But Mum really made our Christmas special, like really went to town. And I don't know how. As I say, she didn't have a lot of money. And
I
it
absolutely
was always
love
amazing.
that story. I
Yeah.
experienced a similar thing. In our case, Mum sewed a lot, but my grandmother used to sew little dresses and
Yes.
clothes for us and our dolls, but using my grandfather's old shirts.
Oh, amazing.
So things that maybe the cuff had worn through, but the
Yeah.
fabric was still great.
They were so
And
thrifty
They
in
were
those
so
days.
thrifty.
So we left and came to Australia. So we didn't have a lot of family here. They were all over there. So that was kind of different, coming here for a hot Christmas.
Yes.
Mum on Christmas Day, head in the freezer trying to cool down while she's carving the turkey and trying to do the pudding, trying to do the full English traditional dinner. It was just so different. And, you know, it's a funny thing when you've come from another culture, which clearly I did, from an English cold climate, you're always having this, should it be cold at Christmas or should it be hot at Christmas? You never quite know. So I guess my formative magical memories of Christmas are always those very young ones when it was cold, you know, and we'd see all the decorations in the shops. Like the shops in London at Christmas time are amazing, which
gorgeous.
probably is why I go so over the top with my own store
Yeah.
to make the windows amazing and all the displays sparkly and beautiful. It's
Make it
that
magical.
childhood thing, you know, that's what
Yeah.
it is. It's reliving my magical memories from childhood.
How do you translate that in your home? What makes your home beautiful at Christmas?
The family. That's it.
Oh.
You know, for me, like, it's just stuff, and it's beautiful stuff, and I love having the house looking beautiful. But beyond all of that, it's just, you know, it's my family. Yeah.
So, Tara, we all have the space in our home that's full of the stuff.
Yes.
The stuff of life. We like to call it the mystery drawer. And we've invited you to bring something in today, a hidden treasure from a mystery drawer.
I do have some hidden treasures. I actually have one that I brought along. So this is something that has travelled through life with me. So this would be 50 years old now. I made this when I was a little girl at school in London, and I hand sewed it. And the teacher that helped us put these together, I don't think she realises, well, she wouldn't have realised then how far I would take these little skills of mine. So this is still a pin.
That is incredible.
It's a pin book. And as I say, it's 50 years old now, but it's gone through life with me everywhere I go, and I still use it regularly, as you can see. So, yeah, my sewing teacher when I was in primary school, she encouraged us. We made little bags, but that piece is very special.
This is absolutely beautiful. How old were you when you...
6.
Six?
Yeah. So it's 50 years old now. So it's, it's just one of those things that you just can't part with. And, it's silly. It doesn't mean much, but I still use it. And, it brings me a lot of joy to think that because that teacher inspired me, I've gone on to inspire so many others, with hand skills, really, which is nice. I think it's a nice thing not to lose the use of your hands for doing these sorts of mindful practices. So, I always encourage people to try, do some needlework, do some knitting, some painting. If you can spend time doing these sorts of things, it's good for the soul. So, it's a good reminder.
I love that. I can't believe you were 6 when you made that.
Yeah, she was a good teacher. She put it all together. I did the sewing and, anyway. And it's still alive.
Oh, Tara, thank you so much for
pleasure
inviting us into your home for Christmas.
It's been lovely to have you.
It was really great to hear all your advice and just to get to know you a little bit more, because I think we've seen you on TV all these years, and it's so lovely to hear what you're doing now.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure to be here. It feels a bit weird to be back in front of a camera, but back in the saddle.
Well, thank you for coming in front of our cameras.
Thank you, Elle. Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you.
A sherry in the morning. I'm rewriting my Christmas rituals as we speak. As the day winds down, remember, the spirit of Christmas lives in the small details. I really loved how Tara said it's the season, it's not just the day. And it's about not putting it all on your shoulders, delegating and sharing these chores and responsibilities together. And that's making your Christmas magic. A huge thank you to all of you for listening and supporting our brand new podcast. Until next time, have a wonderful holiday from all of us here at Home Beautiful and The Edit. Take care. This episode is brought to you by Luxaflex, transforming homes with beautiful, functional window coverings designed to transform your light and lifestyle. Thank you to Oz Design for our beautiful set. Come and visit the experienced team in store and see the collection for yourself.
This is an R Media podcast.